Good morning. Yeah, we are here in the food pantry of the Community Services League here in Independence, right off Nolan Road and Truman. And they've been here for more than 100 years, really helping people in the community, especially those who are low income. But in light of the pandemic, they received a lot of money from the county that they need to disperse, right? $25 million to begin with. They're down to $15 million, and it's for all of you out there that are really struggling to pay rent. To talk about this, I have Lynn Rose. She is the Chief Program Officer here at Community Services League. We interviewed you like 6 months ago, and you had 25 million. You haven't gotten rid of it all yet.
Right, we've been doing this for a little bit. Yes.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about what this money needs to be used for.
This is money for funds for renters in Jackson County that are behind on their rent or utilities, and that have been impacted by COVID.
So how do people apply?
All of our applications are online at jacksoncountyerap.org. If anybody has trouble accessing the internet, they can come into any one of our offices and we will help them get that application made.
What's the process like to get this money?
As soon as applications are in, each applicant is assigned a case manager who is there to help them navigate, get all the documentation that we need to show need and proof of utilities or rent, all of that stuff. We're there to help walk through that entire process. So if anybody is not sure how to do it, just get that application in and we'll help them figure out the rest.
Well, and how far back can you go? I mean, people have been struggling for rent since the pandemic began.
Families are eligible for up to 18 months of assistance of utilities and rent combined. So we can go back, it can go back up to March of 2020 when the pandemic began.
Okay.
But they can receive a total of 18 full months of rent and utilities.
And is this only back rent and utilities, or are we talking in the future, like next month, if someone can't pay their rent still, can that money be used for that?
Families are eligible, assuming that they have months. If they haven't maxed out their 18 months, they can get up to 3 months of future rent. That gives them a little bit of a break to get caught up, get their finances in order so that they can stay stably housed and safe.
And finally, Lynn, what's it been like? I mean, you've been talking to these folks who've been coming in here. What's going on? Like, how hard has it been for them to kind of get on their feet financially and to pay their bills?
Yeah, it's been pretty tough. That families are still struggling. We hear a lot about now that we're out of the pandemic and the pandemic is over and all of that stuff. Community spread is still high. Families are still missing work. They're still losing wages. So really struggling to just kind of keep their housing stable. So that's what we're here for. And people can come back more than one time until they max out those 18 months.
Lynn, thank you very much. And it's great to know there are organizations like Community Services League out there that can really help families that are struggling financially. So if you are at risk of being evicted, you can't pay your utility bills, you want to know if you can qualify for these funds. Again, there's just $15 million they need to get out in the community by the end of September. So if you go to jacksoncountyerap.org, if you live in Jackson County. Now, by the way, Lynn tells me that really every county watching us right now, no matter where you live, there are resources available either through the city or your county. So if you are struggling with your rent, you don't live in Jackson County, reach out to city or county officials and find out if they have money available that can help you stay in your place of residence. Guys.
Right.
Yeah,
good to know.
A lot of people, yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
great service that they're providing, and
Yeah.
good to remind people it's out there.